Next to me, talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, red like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and
Mariusz Wach, 291.4 pounds.
Chemically, most of the tricks they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the stage, professional record, 38 fights, 35 wins with 25 big wins inside the distance. He's the former Unified Ring Magazine and two-time heavyweight champion of the world from the Isle of Man. Please welcome the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
Rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. 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 I'ma get it.
Hey, I got to drive the bus, the truck, the gas is stuck. I ain't the one to
Fury 265. Tyson Fury versus the Viking. Mariusz Wach, 12 rounds for the WBC Meta Humanitarian Championship. Brought to you by Tyson Fury, Spencer Brown of Gold Star Promotions.
This is not just a weigh-in. This is a full-blown family war playing out in front of the cameras. John Fury did not just criticize his son, he erupted at him, face-to-face, days before Tyson Fury steps into the ring. A father telling the world his own son might lose. Let that sink in. "10 fights in a year. That is Tyson Fury's answer to his own dad doubting him publicly. No apology, no explanation, just business as usual. While John Fury erupts at weigh-ins, his son is out here talking like a man who genuinely does not care what anyone, including his own father, thinks about his plans.
I want to keep busy. I'm not banking myself on any fucking fight happening that might not happen or whatever, but I want to keep busy. I'm a fighter, so the main thing I've always wanted to do and never been able to do it is stay busy all the time. And this year is the year of Tyson Fury staying busy. So whatever happens, I'm just going to stay busy throughout the year. Who knows how many fights I might have fucking 10 fights.
A circus, a slap, a backslapping job. That is John Fury describing his own son's training camp in public, days before a fight, for the whole world and every rival promoter to hear. If this was any other father talking about their son like this, people would call it a betrayal. So why should Tyson Fury be any different?
I can't talk to Tyson about much these days because he don't listen to me anymore. You know, and at the end of the day, I only want the best for the man. He's my son.
And there it is, Tyson Fury firing straight back at his own father with facts, names, and zero hesitation. This is not a son quietly taking criticism. This is Tyson Fury publicly correcting John Fury in real time. If your own dad calls your camp a circus and you clap back like that, there is clearly more going on behind closed doors than anyone outside the family truly knows.
Never. I've never ever faced a man who's heavier than me, and this man's nearly 2.5 stone heavier than me, and I'm usually a fucking fat cunt, aren't I? Mr. Slim now! Fuck the cuts, fuck the injuries, I want to get this fight won. The man's fucking 2.5 stone, 3 stone heavier than me, man mountain. And a real fighting man. This man's fought everybody over the last 2 decades.
John Fury claims he does not want to be involved in anything. Yet here he is, publicly erupting at a weigh-in, dragging his son's business into the spotlight for the entire boxing world to dissect. You cannot demand respect while tearing your own son down on camera days before a fight. Something does not add up here.
I don't want to be anything. I don't want to be his trainer. I don't want to be involved in his business. I don't want to be involved in anything. I just want him to give me enough respect and say, well, hang on, my dad may have a point there. As a father, Because I think more of him than his training camp, than his people around him. He's my son. But at the minute, all of a sudden, what I say don't matter. What I say is not what he wants to hear, you know, because they can get used to hearing bullshit, can't they? And that, what happens every time.
Liam Goff is siding with John Fury here, saying Tyson is not himself anymore. But this is exactly the kind of narrative Tyson Fury has been demolishing his entire career. Every single time the world writes him off, including his own family, he comes back and shuts them all up. Pundits should be careful jumping on John Fury's bandwagon this early.
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore. And I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder trilogies took something.
Duke McKenzie wants to talk resumes while John Fury is out here undermining his own son's camp in public. Let's be real, Tyson Fury got off the canvas twice against Deontay Wilder and still won. He took Vladimir Klitschko's throne on Klitschko's own turf. And he did all of it while battling depression and addiction most fighters never even admit to publicly, let alone overcome. Nobody needs to place Tyson Fury next to Muhammad Ali for his career to be legendary in its own right. And frankly, it is telling that even with his own father sniping at him publicly, Tyson Fury still has a resume good enough to spark this exact debate.
Obviously, Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
Read between the lines here. Tyson Fury saying he keeps the same old people around him and does not care what the next man thinks. That sounds like a direct shot back at his own father's public complaints about his camp. While John Fury keeps talking about who is influencing his son, Tyson has already made it very clear he answers to nobody outside his own trusted circle, and that circle apparently does not include his dad's opinions anymore.
I don't have people around me, never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have a million people around me because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends. I'm not interested in what the next man's got. I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing. Don't care. Keep me.
So now it comes out. John Fury was allegedly taking shots at Sugar Hill Stewart, the very trainer who sharpened Tyson Fury into an even more devastating puncher. Imagine attacking the coach who helped your son become a better fighter in public at a weigh-in. If this is really about Tyson not listening to his dad anymore, maybe it is because Tyson Fury finally trusts the results in the ring over the noise outside it.
Kind of Ken, he's alluding to Sugar Hill Stewart, the people around him. I assume that's who John's talking about here when he says, you know, people are acting like his friends and they're acting like they got his best interest, but they don't, and he's not listening to me anymore, and he should have been doing easier fights, which again, if Tyson's not fighting for a belt, I understand the need to fight a contender to get back to the belt, which is why I think it's kind of tough.
Even Tony Bellew, siding closer to John Fury's narrative here, has to admit Tyson Fury beat some really good fighters and survived some genuinely hard scraps. That is not a man who got lucky. That is a man who has been tested at the highest level over and over. Everyone wants to declare his window closed. Yet strangely, his own father is the loudest voice pushing that story right before a fight, which honestly raises more questions than it answers.
I think he was a force to be reckoned with in the heavyweight division, but I think, once again, every fighter has a window. I think his window's passed, which I'm sorry for, because it's a shame, because he's beat some really good fighters, and he's been in some really hard scraps, and I think he's showing that he's worse for wear for them scraps now.
People calling John Fury an idiot or a nutcase are not wrong to question him after this, no matter how Dominic Ingle tries to dress it up as emotional love. A proper father having his son's back does not look like publicly erupting at him during a weigh-in for the whole world to watch and clip forever. Tyson Fury does not need protection from imaginary sycophants when the loudest, most public attack on his readiness right now is coming straight from his own dad.
It's funny listening to John because he is straightforward, and people always say to me, oh, he's a nutcase, he's an idiot, he's kicking off. I mean, not really. I says that's the kind of public John Fury that you see. But if you've dealt with him, off camera and behind the scenes over the years, he's a different type of fella. But he does get emotional when he's doing interviews, and quite rightly so, because it's his son. And I don't care what anybody says. When you're in the position where John Fury is, and he's kind of come through with Tyson all the way through the amateurs, everything else. No matter what anybody says, a proper father is always going to have the son's back, no matter what. And in boxing, there's so many sycophants hanging about, waiting to take advantage of you.
Here is where the story gets even messier. Frank Warren, the man actually promoting this fight and watching Tyson Fury train up close, says he is in tremendous shape. John Fury, standing ringside erupting at his own son, is telling a completely different story to the cameras. Somebody here is either exaggerating for attention or flat out wrong. And it is not looking good for John Fury when the promoter himself contradicts the eruption everyone just witnessed.
Well, I never asked him to come back or encouraged him in any way, because that's got to be his decision. He's a very wealthy guy. Financially, he's set up for life and probably 10 lives under. But he wants to fight, and he's in the gym. He's in tremendous shape, and that's his decision. And that's his decision. Understand, where his family are coming from.
Worst shape he has ever seen him, John Fury says, directly contradicting Frank Warren's tremendous shape comment we just heard seconds ago. This is the exact kind of contradiction that makes the whole John Fury eruption look less like genuine concern and more like a father who simply cannot stand not being in control of his son's career anymore. Somebody is lying to the cameras here, and it is hard to believe it is the promoter with everything to lose from a bad performance.
And like I say, last time, in my honest opinion, I'll say it again because I'm a straight man, his training and his training camp was non-entities, because he was probably in the worst shape I've ever seen him.
Carl Froch straight up questions whether this is all a play for attention or money. And honestly, after watching John Fury erupt at his own son on camera, then contradict the actual promoter days later, it is a fair question to ask. Tyson Fury has never once needed a manufactured family drama to stay relevant. His fists have always done the talking. So who exactly benefits from all this chaos playing out right before fight night?
He is trying to get attention, he's trying to stay in the limelight and keep in the public eye, or is he trying to do it as a negotiating ploy, so when he's retired it's going to cost a bit more money to get him out of retirement? But either way, if I'm totally honest, I'm getting fucking sick of it. I'm really just...
Finally, some honesty. Dave Allen admits Tyson Fury still has got a lot left, directly clashing with everything his own father has been shouting about all week. Mariusz Wach was a genuinely good fighter in his prime, and even a faded version brings size and danger, so calling this weird ignores the bigger picture. While John Fury erupts about decline, Dave Allen is out here confirming Tyson Fury looked sharp against him. Another crack in John's story.
Tyson, obviously, with the amount of love fight showed, he's still definitely got a lot left. Mariusz Wach was a very, very good fighter back in the day, very, very good. But now, you go back before the time he was losing every round to Fraser Clark and other guys as well. He's not really been at the races at the top level for a long time, so it's a bit of a weird match. But I guess there doesn't need to be any risk at this stage as the Joshua fight has happened. So I'm not sure what we expect.
Even Duke McKenzie cannot keep his own argument straight here, flip-flopping on whether this is even about Tyson Fury at all. That confusion mirrors exactly what is happening with John Fury's eruption. Everybody talking in circles while contradicting themselves and each other. Talk is cheap, sure, but Tyson Fury has backed up his talk time and time again, which is more than can be said for half the narratives being thrown around this week.
He needs an emphatic victory to wet everybody's whistle, get everybody talking about him again. Ultimately, talk's cheap. You can talk up the fight all you want. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to smash him. All the things that he may or may not say before the fight, because we're used to it now. We've heard it a million times over. What everybody needs to see is the proof's got to be in the pudding. What's he got left?
Johnny Nelson paints Mariusz Wach as a genuine, dangerous threat here. No nonsense, no games. Fair enough, but this only makes John Fury's public meltdown look even worse. If Tyson Fury is truly walking into danger against a big, durable operator, The last thing he needs is his own dad creating chaos and distraction at the way, and instead of quiet, focused support. Tyson has adapted against big punchers before, but he has never had to do it while also fielding attacks from his own corner.
He's no nonsense. He's no, my man with these big ass dogs that look like dinosaurs. He's no nonsense. He don't ramp. So when the bell goes, no matter if he's your friend or foe, it's going to try and knock you out. So, and that's the job what it's going to do. I think this can go one of two ways. One, it'll be a hard night win.
Johnny Nelson admits straight up it is confusing. And honestly, that sums up this entire John Fury saga perfectly. Nobody outside the family actually knows what is really going on. They are all just reacting to a public eruption designed to grab headlines. The real danger here is not underestimating Mariusz Wach. It is Tyson Fury having to block out his own father's noise while trying to focus on a genuinely dangerous opponent. That is the story nobody wants to say out loud.
But you look bad. Now Wach's like 46 years old. I think he's 133. At those 33, he's stopped 20. He's lost, I think he's been stopped 8 or 10 times, I can't remember. But what I'm saying is, so there's no threat there. There should be no threat there. And this is how they're looking at it. They're going to take the flack. They're going to take the criticism, Tyson Fury's camp, for picking this opponent. He just wants to get out. So this isn't about the opponent. This is about Tyson Fury just getting out there, getting a bit of a sweat on, trying to steal a bit of thunder from AJ's performance the day after.
Tony Bellew calling it a joke while also admitting it is smart business tells you everything about the double standard Tyson Fury deals with constantly. Praised for business since 1 minute, mocked for the same decision the next. Add his own father erupting publicly into the mix, and it is no wonder outsiders are calling this whole situation a circus. Whatever anyone thinks about the matchmaking, Tyson Fury is still the name driving every single headline this week, joke or not.
And the only thing you're good at is being taken away from you. What's to stop him? I mean, what's he got to lose? He's getting paid. He's doing what he wants, and fair play to him. Just leave him to it. But as I say, I hope both of them come out healthy. And
so let's lay it all out. John Fury erupted at his own son at the Mariusz Wach weigh-in, contradicted the very promoter who is actually running this show, and sparked a genuine family controversy days before Tyson Fury steps through the ropes. Whatever the real reason behind that eruption, one thing is certain: this is no longer just about a fight. It is about a son proving his own father wrong in front of millions if Tyson Fury wins here. And every fiber of his public response this week says he believes he will. This becomes one of the most personal victories of his entire career, a statement not just to Mariusz Wach, but to John Fury himself, that his son knows exactly what he is doing without his dad's public interference. That kind of win does not just silence critics, it silences a bloodline. But if Mariusz Wach shocks the world, then suddenly John Fury's eruption looks less like a meltdown and more like a father who saw something coming that nobody else wanted to admit. It would be one of the most dramatic upsets in recent heavyweight history, and it would hand every single doubter, including his own dad, the last laugh that SO who really wants it more here. Tyson Fury, fighting an opponent, a media storm, and his own father's public doubt all at once. Or Mariusz Wach, a bigger, hungrier underdog with absolutely nothing left to lose. Mentally, this still feels like Tyson Fury's fight, a man who has turned public doubt into fuel his entire life. Family included. So tell us, does Tyson Fury silence his own dad and the entire boxing world in one night? Or does this eruption end up looking like John Fury knew something we did not? Drop your prediction below, and make sure you are subscribed, because when this fight is over, this family drama is only just getting started.
Where this guy Mariusz Wach was just in a freak show, and he's clearly being paid just to step into the ring and lose to Tyson Fury. There is no competition aspect. There's no reason for this. They better not put this on Netflix. Holy shit, they better not. Put this on Netflix. It is on Netflix. Well, I shouldn't say that. These posters, they can be deceiving at times. I don't think there's been an actual official announcement. Yeah, it's in Thailand as well, so all the lady boys can come and watch, I guess. I don't know. They gotta pay us to watch this? Yeah, bro. This is garbage. This is garbage. If this goes longer than a round or two, this is absolute garbage.
So let's lay it all out. John Fury erupted at his own son at the Mariusz Wach weigh-in, contradicted the very promoter who is actually running this show, and sparked a genuine family controversy days before Tyson Fury steps through the ropes. Whatever the real reason behind that eruption, one thing is certain: this is no longer just about a fight. It is about a son proving his own father wrong in front of millions if Tyson Fury wins here. And every fiber of his public response this week says he believes he will. This becomes one of the most personal victories of his entire career, a statement not just to Mariusz Wach, but to John Fury himself, that his son knows exactly what he is doing without his dad's public interference. That kind of win does not just silence critics, it silences a bloodline. But if Mariusz Wach shocks the world, then suddenly John Fury's eruption looks less like a meltdown and more like a father who saw something coming that nobody else wanted to admit. It would be one of the most dramatic upsets in recent heavyweight history, and it would hand every single doubter, including his own dad, the last laugh that SO who really wants it more here. Tyson Fury, fighting an opponent, a media storm, and his own father's public doubt all at once. Or Mariusz Wach, a bigger, hungrier underdog with absolutely nothing left to lose. Mentally, this still feels like Tyson Fury's fight, a man who has turned public doubt into fuel his entire life. Family included. So tell us, does Tyson Fury silence his own dad and the entire boxing world in one night? Or does this eruption end up looking like John Fury knew something we did not? Drop your prediction below, and make sure you are subscribed, because when this fight is over, this family drama is only just getting started.